People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
What better place to be on a Tuesday night in Southwest Wisconsin than Mineral Point High School, where tonight it's 3 of the top 4 ranked teams in Division III wrestling. Only one will make it on to the Team State Wrestling Tournament. Welcome to our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports, presented by Cuba City Kieler and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. It's Royall, Wonewoc-Center, La Crosse Aquinas, Iowa Grant Highland, and Mineral Point in the D3 Team Sectional C at Mineral Point High School. Broadcasting live tonight from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. We've got a great one on our hands tonight.
I agree with you, Matt, that the first round, I think the match between Iowa Grant and La Crosse Aquinas is going to be within 6. Honestly, and nothing against Royall Wonewoc-Center. I mean, they did bring a team here tonight, and I got Mineral Point winning by 30. So the first round from there, and then the next match, the finals, it's going to be amazing. Again, as you said earlier, the 2, 3, and 4 ranked teams in the state, Division III, right here tonight. And a number of ranked individuals too. I haven't counted it up. I'm going to guess close to 20. But yeah, we're just about ready to go.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Unfortunately, while we do have all of these great teams here, it's going to be just one of them advancing to the Team State Tournament. How this is going to work in our semifinals to start things off. On mat 1, the mat to your left, if you're watching on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, it's going to be Mineral Point and Royall Wonewoc-Center. Mineral Point, the champions of Regional 2. Royall Wonewoc-Center, the runners-up of Regional 1. And on the black mat on the right side of your screen, the champions of Regional 1, the La Crosse Aquinas Blue Golds, and the runner-up from Regional 2, Iowa Grant Highland. Now, as you mentioned, that Iowa Grant Highland Aquinas match going to be the one to watch. Mineral Point came out ahead by just 1 point in the regional this past Saturday, and Aquinas really had their way in there. So 2 very talented teams going to be going at it on that one.
Yes, that's correct.
Throughout the night tonight, we'll take a look at our Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the large independent shoe store in the Midwest. Taking a look at what we've got going on elsewhere tonight. In Prairie du Chien, the D2 team sectional, Gale-Electric Trempealeau Melrose Mindoro takes on Belmont Platteville, and Fenimore takes on Lodi in round 1. The winners of those 2 matches with the right to play for an opportunity to make it to Team State in D2. Also tonight, down in Illinois, girls basketball, the IHSA Regionals. In the regional semifinals, it's Galena taking on Warren in East Dubuque. Pre-game coverage starts at 5:40 on Super Hits 106, and after that, it's Stockton at East Dubuque. That one starting around 7:30. Steve Prestigard on the call for both of those. Badger men's basketball in action, taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini tonight, starting at 6:30 on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL. And for our programming here, we will take a short break between the semifinals and the finals, but we will have the finals here for Mineral Point High School live at the conclusion of those semifinals on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel as well. Lots to cover here as we get set in this one. We'll take a look at our colors of the game. We'll take a look at our starting lineups, and we'll get ready to get started. Closing in on wrestling here for Mineral Point High School in the 2025 D3 Team Sectional C. This is the Raleigh Cheese pre-match show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highway 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Back after this on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Back on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. About to get underway here from Mineral Point High School in our D3 team sectional. It's Royall, Wonewoc-Center, Iowa Grant Highland, La Crosse Aquinas, and Mineral Point in this one. Now for Russell Law Office's injury report. If you've been injured, contact Russell Law Offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. And not that many injuries to report, Raz. Most of the wrestlers on Saturday in the regionals for both of these sides healthy.
Yes, it was. I think Mineral Point had one of their wrestlers not able to compete last Saturday.
Scullion.
Yeah, Scullion, yep. And I don't think he probably weighed in today. But if you want to go ahead and try to give what we think are going to be the lineups here, we're going to... Looks like the Iowa Grant and the Crosse Aquinas, the captains and the coaches have been out with the referee, and they're going to be ready to go here probably before the Mineral Point match here too. So what do you want to do?
We'll get started now with our starting lineups, and those are presented by Fuller's Milker Center. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at FullersMilkerCenter.com. First, the starters for Iowa Grant Highland and La Crosse Aquinas.
All right, switch back around here. We are going to start wrestling tonight at 144 pounds, but I'm going to go ahead with the lineups that I'm going to give you are the wrestlers that competed last weekend at the regionals. So, and for Aquinas at 106 pounds, I got Lincoln Stanek. He's got a record of 33-8. He'll be wrestling against Griffin Winesecki. He has a record of 29-14. At 113 pounds, it's Cal Smith for Aquinas. He has a record of 7-15. Kellen Mumm for Iowa Grant Highland. He has a record of 10-13. At 120 pounds, Martez Sheard for Aquinas. He has a record of 35-3, ranked number 2 in the state at 120 pounds. Braden Baca for Iowa Grant Highland with a record of 4-16. At 126 pounds, Tyler Paulson, ranked number 6, with a record of 33-9 for Aquinas. He's matched up against Lucas Christensen with a record of 28-17. At 138 pounds, Michael Jones with a record of 15-14 for Aquinas. Aiden Bedward, a record of 24-20 for Iowa Grant Highland. At 144, and again, this will be the starting weight tonight. Brady McLeay from Aquinas, 24-19. Colton Williams from Iowa Grant with a record of 20-22. At 150, Trevor Paulson from Aquinas, ranked number 7. He has a record of 34-9. He'll be facing off against Brock Hinderman. He has a record of 26-3. At 157, Waylon Hargrove, record of 31-6, ranked number 11. Tyson Imhoff, ranked number 1 for Iowa Grant Highland. He has a record of 39-8. At 165 pounds, Luke Jones from Aquinas with a record of 4-6. Jackson Bussey for Iowa Grant with a record of 42-3. He's ranked number 1. At 175, Isaac Miller with a record of 18-19 for Aquinas. Jackson McGuire, a record of 31-12 for Iowa Grant Highland. 190, AJ Korger, record of 6-8 to wrestle against Gavin Hinderman, ranked number 1. He has a record of 32-7. At 215 pounds, Tyson Martin, ranked number 1 in the state, record of 38-2 to match up against Tucker Degenhardt, ranked number 13 at 25-14. In the 285-pound weight class, Will Flottmeyer, 15-4 for Aquinas. Bodie Brockup, 41-6, ranked number 2 in the state for Iowa Grant Highland. So we got tentative lineups, and we know that there's going to be changes in the lineups. So I haven't even entered them in my book right now.
Now switching things over on the other side for Mineral Point and Royall Wonewoc-Center, who are now both at their benches. What do the tentative starting lineups look like for both of those teams?
All right, for Royall, Keaton Brown at 106 pounds, 5-19, Memphis Burkhalter. 37-11 for Mineral Point. Brendan Rick, 34-14 at 113 pounds. Leon Ewert, 27-12 at 113 for Mineral Point. Presently, nobody, or at least last week, nobody wrestled in the 120-pound weight class for Royall Wonewoc-Center. Liam Carey was there for Mineral Point. He's ranked number 6, 39-9. At 126, Easton Wappel, 25-19, wrestling Johnny Robinson at 9-7. 132, Travis Hoffmeister, 20-19 against Elliot Kite, 25-15. At 138, Hunter Samish, record 19-12. Sammy Springer at 25-16. At 144, Jeff Bender, 19-15. Rowan Carey, 43-4. At 150, Garrett Dragon, 17-10. Jacob Dannenberg, 35-11. At 157, Turner Calhoun. He'll be set up against Sawyer Dannenberg, 28-11. At 165, Jackson Bender, 24-4. Emmett Collins at 21-17. We're going to have the national anthem.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wrecked where the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say just that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land and of the free and the home of the brave.
Once again, a very nice job. That was Don DeLora singing again. And if you're in the wrestling community in the southwest part of the state, you hear his voice a lot of times. He's one of the officials tonight. I see Adam Guthrie, another one of the officials tonight. And I'm not sure who the third one is.
Right at this time, we're going to take one more break, and then after this, we'll get underway with wrestling here at Mineral Point High School. Back after this on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Back on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And we're underway with wrestling here on mat 1. A quick start for Mineral Point. Rowan Carey with a pin over Damon Phillips. So Mineral Point will start out with a lead here for the Pointers on mat 1. And as it stands right now, Grady Nicklay with a lead over Colton Williams. We'll quickly get to our colors of the match, which are presented by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Mineral Point wearing their Royal blue singlets, Wonewoc-Center Royal in gray and black with yellow accents, Aquinas in a navy blue with some old gold, and the current IGH wrestler on the match in a camo singlet. Those are your colors of the match.
All right, on the mat right in front of us here with Iowa Grant and Aquinas is Nicklay from Aquinas with a takedown, a 4-point near fall. Williams with an escape at 7-1 after the first period. Again, we started tonight at the 144-pound weight class. Nicklay in on a single again, a good job this time by Williams to put the hips in, reaching back for a cross face, trying to get around is Williams. And Williams will score the first takedown in the second period. Score now 7-4. Williams hooking up a cradle. Got it locked up. Needs to get the good job by Nicklay to break with the leg right now. And close to getting to the criteria is Williams, but not there yet. There's criteria being met for Williams. Near fall being counted off. Williams with his cradle and heading the temple just like it's supposed to be. Williams, there's a pin. Colton Williams, a fall in 3 minutes and 5 seconds for Iowa Grant.
Colton Williams down in that one. Gets the pin over Grady Nicklay. On the other one for Mineral Point, Jacob Dannenberg with a 5-0 lead as it stands here late in the first period over Jet Bender, and it looks like Dannenberg will get a pin there for Mineral Point. So 3 pins to start this one off. 2 for the Pointers and 1 for IGH.
All right, we're going to move on mat number 1. And again, to 150 pounds. That was a big match for Iowa Grant Highland there. That was one of those kind of toss-up ones as far as the way I looked at things earlier. And again, Williams down 7-1 after the first. We move to the 150-pound weight class, waiting for things to be posted here. As far as the wrestlers, it'll be Trevor Paulson, a senior for Aquinas, record of 28-8. His opponent is Brock Hinderman from Iowa Grant. He's a sophomore with a record of 26-3.
On the other mat for Mineral Point, up to 157 now. It's going to be the freshman for Mineral Point, Sawyer Dannenberg, taking on the Royal Wonewoc-Center Junior Calhoun. It looks like Mineral Point will actually receive a forfeit at 157. So the Pointers continue to grow their lead there.
No score in the match on mat number 1.
Tonight's match brought to you by Mountain City Bank. Their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop at a Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com.
1 minute into the first period. No score again between Hinderman and Paulson.
Also brought to you by Wolf Farms LNG in Lancaster, who salutes our area wrestlers and all area student athletes this season. Wolf Farms encourages you to enjoy ham, pork chops, and bacon in support of our local pork producers.
Paulson ranked number 7. He was a state qualifier last year in the 150-pound weight class. Hinderman, not ranked, which is a surprise to me, but he placed 4th at the state last year at 144 pounds. 20 seconds left in the first period. No score. Hinderman and Paulson.
Now on mat 1 for Mineral Point, Emmett Collins wrestling Calhoun. Collins fighting to get a pin here. Still in the first 30 seconds here. And Collins looks like he will get 4 near fall points there, plus the 3 on the initial takedown. 7-0 Emmett Collins, who had the regional winning pin in the wrestleback for Mineral Point.
No score at the end of the first period between Paulson and Hinderman. Paulson's choice, he'll take the down position to start the second period. In no score, 150 pounds. Highland leading 6-0 on the team score.
Turner Calhoun gets a reversal on Collins, so about a minute 10 through that one on mat 1. Collins with a 7-2 lead over the Royall Wonewoc-Center junior.
Hinderman controlling in the top position now, left arm around the waist. Good tight waist here, trying to pull out the right arm with the bar series.
Collins gets a reversal for Mineral Point. His lead now 9-2 in the final 15 seconds of the first period.
We're now down to the minute mark of the second period. No score again. Hinderman in the top, working an arm bar series, trying to turn the shoulders. Not able to do so on Paulson. Paulson, as we said, 34-9, ranked number 7, state qualifier last year in the 150-pound weight class. .35, no score. Oh, we got blood time.
We'll tell you that tonight's event brought to you by Community First Bank. For you in the communities where you live, work, and play, experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. On mat 1, Turner Calhoun gets a takedown on Collins, so it's Mineral Point's Collins leading 9-5 in that one. About 40 seconds into the second period.
And we're blood time at the 32nd mark of the second period on mat number 1 between Hinderman and Paulson.
Collins gets the reversal and a pin for Emmett Collins there. Collins in a time of 2:55 pins Turner Calhoun, and just like that, Mineral Point leads 24-0 through the first 4 matches.
We're on our second match yet on mat number 1. And Paulson will be set. Back to the center they come.
Tonight's event brought to you by Highland State Bank. Come see why your hometown community bank can do for you. The Highland State Bank. Visit highlandstatebank.net. Over on mat number 1 for Mineral Point, it's Cade Rule wrestling the freshman Emerson Murray. Rule with a takedown. Has his man on his back. And the pin for Rule in 18 seconds.
All right, the end of the second period, Paulson able to get an escape with about 10 seconds left in the period. He leads 1-0 over Hinderman. Hinderman gets set. Paulson on top.
And that is the 150th win.
Minute 45. Hinderman now up to his feet and sits out, looking for a switch. Hinderman followed nicely by Paulson. Hinderman right at the edge of the wrestling circle, right in front of Coach Ryan Allen.
On mat 1 now for Mineral Point, it's Clayton Yana, the sophomore, wrestling Samson Dagner, the senior from Royall Wonewoc-Center.
Degenhart trying to sit out, and he's going to go out of bounds back to the center at the minute 3 mark of the third period. Hinderman trailing by a score of 1-0.
Don's Tire in Highland Don's Tire is your neighborhood Goodyear Tire Center. Count on the trusted local pros at Don's Tire at the bottom of Main Street in Highland. So brought to you by H&N Plumbing and Heating, serving you in Fenimore, Lancaster, and Boscoville. Always on call, always the right call. H&N Plumbing and Heating, serving Southwest Wisconsin 24/7 since 1958. Yana and Degner over on mat 1. Degner has got Yana's right leg right near that out of bounds, and there's the 3 takedown for Degner right in front of that scores table. Degner on the board first, a minute 15 into the 190-pound match.
We're back again now on the mat number 1 at 150 pounds. Hinderman sits out, brought back down nicely here by Paulson. Paulson again, state qualifier last year, as was Hinderman. Hinderman up to his feet, dropping down to that single with Paulson. And there'll be an escape for Hinderman. We're tied 1-1 at the 37-second mark of the third period.
On mat 1 here in our final 10 seconds of the first period. And right before the period over, Degner of Royall gets a 3 takedown on Yana. So it's a 6-1 lead. Degner over Yana of Mineral Point through 1 period in the 190-pound match on mat 1.
15 seconds left in the third period. A snap down, trying to spin around, but unable to do so on the mat wrestling area. Hinderman back to the center with 8 seconds to go in the third period.
Eggers Enterprise in Linden, specializing in residential and commercial landscaping and hardscaping. They're not done until your expectations are exceeded. Check them out on the Weber Facebook and call 608-513-2190
It's going to be
today.
a takedown, a nice duck under and spin around by Trevor Paulson. He'll win by a final score of 4-1.
Yana and Degner both on their feet. And Yana, lucky he's able to get out of that one as he's spun over. Both wrestlers back to their feet on mat 1. Still a 6-1 lead for Degner. Second period, about 3 minutes in. Mineral Point leading Royall Wonewoc-Center 30-0.
Your final score on mat number 2 is
Degner shoots. Its right leg got hold of both of Yana's legs for just a moment. Still neutral. And there's the 3 takedown and a 9-1 lead for Samson Degner.
On mat number 1, we'll move to the 157 weight class. (6-3) the team score. Iowa Grant ahead of Aquinas after the first 2 weights. Tyson Imhoff, senior for Iowa Grant Highland, 39-8, has now got a second takedown, leading 6-1. We're 20 seconds into this match. He's wrestling against Owen Skemp, a freshman from Aquinas. So a change in the lineup for Aquinas.
There's the end of the second period on mat number 1, and it was Degner in control most of that period. A 9-1 lead for Samson Degner over Clayton Yana. Wolf Grantland Graphics, a block off the score in Lancaster. Wolf's offers full-service copying and printing available in wide formats for banners, posters, canvas prints, and much more. Wolf's Grantland Graphics of Lancaster.
Imhoff with the cradle. He's got his opponent on his back. Near fall criteria have been met, and near fall counted off. Imhoff still has over a minute left in this first period, leading now with the near fall 10-1. Imhoff needs or would prefer to get a pin out of this.
That's the thing. All those bonus points in
Yes.
this match and in the championship going to be critical.
Yes, it will be. We saw that last weekend in the tournament there. Another pinning combination for Imhoff. He's got near fall met again. Now lowering, put that shin right into the shoulder there, Tyson. And Skemp able to get back over to his base. Imhoff with a 14-1 lead.
Over on mat 1, it's a 10-1 lead now. Degner leading Yana Yana chose to go up at the start of the third. Degner gets the escape, and down under a minute to go in that one.
14-2, the last couple seconds of the first period. Imhoff will take that 14-2 lead into the second period.
Land's End is wishing all the wrestlers good luck. Make every move count. It's your time to shine. Land's End is now hiring. Join our team and bring your strength to our workplace online at landsend.com/jobs. About 25 seconds to go on mat 3. Yana gonna get 2 reversal there. He had Degner's foot, but Degner with a 13-3 lead. Unless Yana is able to flip his guy over and get a pin in the final 10 seconds. It'll be the first win of the night for Royall Wonewoc-Center.
Skip with a little blood time. Skip trailing Imhoff by a score of 14-2 after the first period. Skip back to the center, and he'll take the down position.
You have a final on mat 2, actually. On the Mineral Point mat, a 14-3 win for Degner over Yana. The Mineral Point Wrestling Club supports all Mineral Point wrestlers during today's competition. High school athletics offers opportunities for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. Proud of the Mineral Point wrestlers, the Mineral Point Wrestling Club.
All right, Imhoff with another pinning combination. Again, a cradle. Your fall criteria has been met. He'll win by tech fall, but he wants the pin. Working hard to get the pin and being encouraged by the coaching staff from Iowa Grand Highland. And there is the pin. Imhoff with the pin in 2 minutes and 43 seconds.
On the Mineral Point Royal mat, Alan James of Mineral Point now wrestling Trenton Fry, the junior from Royall Wonewoc-Center. Ivy's Construction Mineral Point. Ivy's Construction is a family-owned and operated ready-mix aggregate and excavation company serving Southwest Wisconsin. Ivy's Construction Mineral Point. Trenton Fry with a 3-1 lead now, got the takedown, but James escapes and gets one there through about 1 minute there between James and Fry. Claire Bank, with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, is proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. And it looks like we will have a fall. Your winner, Trenton Fry of Royall Wonewoc-Center.
All right, to the 165-pound weight class. And it's Jackson McGuire for Iowa Grand Highland, a senior with a record of 31-12, and he's got a pinning combination already on his opponent, Luke Jones. He's a freshman. McGuire, and he's going to get the fall. McGuire with a pin in 36 seconds.
Mineral Point senior Matt Ulrich now to the mat at 285, wrestling Bryzik Steen of Royall Wonewoc-Center. Once again in that 285 match. In the duel, it is a 30-10 lead for Mineral Point as it stands here in our 8th match.
After 4 matches on mat number 1, 18-3 is the match score, and that was Iowa Grand Highland in the lead. We go to the 175-pound weight class.
Schneidl's Heating and Cooling, your local Daikin dealer. Call Bradley Schneider for heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service. From Schneidl's Heating and Cooling in Bloomington and Burnham Lumber Rui. See Burnham Lumber for all your agricultural, commercial, and residential projects. Burnham Lumber Rui.
And it's going to be Jackson Bussey, 42-3 for Iowa Grand Highland, and Waylon Hargrove, 31-6 from Aquinas. Bussey gives up the first takedown. He was looking real good and then slipped. Actually did make a slip and give up the takedown to Hargrove. And Bussey with a reversal. Not many people hold Jackson Bussey down. Again, moving up to the 175-pound weight class, Bussey and Hargrove. Hargrove wrestled at 57 last weekend, and Bussey wrestled at 65.
Just about 10 seconds left for Matt Allred and Bryzik Steen in period one. Both wrestlers still on their feet in that heavyweight battle, and official will stop wrestling there. No score through one.
Bussey looking to come up with an armbar on the left-hand side of Hargrove. And he has turned the corner, and Hargrove has the shoulders meeting criteria. Bussey looking to tighten things up. Still has 35 seconds to go in this first period. Bussey, I can see from here at our angle up here in the crow's nest. They weasel around just a little bit, can't tell her. Oh, this is just tight by Bussey. Almost too tight, but this is going to stretch out the arms of Hargrove real nicely. And back over to his base is Hargrove, and
big one there for Allred over Bryzik Steen. Allred started down period two, got up, and then got a quick takedown. 4-0, the lead for the heavyweight Matt Allred from Mineral Point, the Pointer senior.
All right, to the second period between Bussey and Hargrove. Bussey with the advantage 6-2. Bussey will be in the down position to start the second period.
And Allred with a pin for Mineral Point in 3:04. That one for Mineral Point, their fifth pin of the night. They'll grow that lead now 36-10 in the dual meet as we head back down to 106 for Mineral Point and Royall.
Bussey with the escape, making his score 7-3 at the minute and a half mark of the second period. Neutral. Oh, nice snap down here by Bussey. He'll get the takedown.
Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, when you are ready. Also brought to you by Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team. Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provides exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here.
Bussey with the leg hooked in on the right side of Hargrove.
And in the 106-pound match for Mineral Point, Memphis Burkhalter with a 9-second pin over the freshman Keaton Brown from Royall.
Bussey with another pinning combination. Needs to readjust, looking to readjust and get that shoulder in on this half Nelson series. And close to coming up with the fall, Jackson Bussey. Still has a half a minute here in the second period, and there will be the pin for Jackson Bussey, the time of 3 minutes and 33 seconds.
Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Ewert taking on Isabella Tracy. For Mineral Point and Royall.
And Iowa Grant up 24-3 after 5 weight classes. We're several weight classes behind the Mineral Point at the Royall match.
Ewert out to an early 6-1 lead over Tracy. Mineral Point senior taking on the Royall Wonewoc-Center sophomore. Russell Law Offices, here to assist you with your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin, Russell Law Offices.
Match number 2 at 190 pounds from appointment,
Glennon Ewert gets a pin over Isabella Tracy there in a time of 42 seconds.
All right, on mat number 1 now, it's going to be Isaac Miller from Aquinas. He's a sophomore with a record of 15 and 17. Tucker Degenhardt from Iowa Grand Highland. He's a senior at 25 and 14. This is at 190. Degenhardt with a takedown right to his back, and there's a pin for Tucker Degenhardt in the time of 47 seconds. Tucker Degenhardt.
Tonight's event brought to you by Brian Steffes Construction, your local WIC building dealer in Mineral Point, serving all of Southwest Wisconsin since 1996. Put WIC Buildings, your dreams, and Brian Steffes Construction's expertise to work for you. Johnny Robinson, the Mineral Point sophomore, taking on the Royall Wonewoc-Center sophomore, Chloe Turner. That won the 120-pound match. We'll take a quick check at the shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the large independent shoe store in the Midwest. Galena leading Warren 33-10 at halftime in IHSA girls hoops. And Robinson with a pinning combination, and there it is. 45 seconds, Johnny Robinson gets the fall over Chloe Turner, and for Mineral Point now a 54-10 lead.
And at the 250-pound weight class, it's going to be Gavin Hinderman for Iowa Grand Highland. And he's wrestling against Will Flottmeyer. Flottmeyer, a junior with a record of 11 and 4. Hinderman, a record of 32 and 7. 215-pound weight class. Hinderman wrestled at 190 last weekend. Flottmeyer was at the 285-pound weight class. So you can tell a light 285-pounder.
Two freshmen going at it on mat 1, and Liam Carey gets the fall for Mineral Point in a time of 14 seconds over Easton Wopat of Royall Wonewoc-Center. Bill's Plumbing and Heating in Platteville is the area's leading plumbing and HVAC specialist for new installation or service. Check them out on the web or online at billsplumbingandheatingwi.com. And Moen's Milk Service of Montfort. Moen's has been hauling quality milk with quality service in Grant and Iowa County since 1974. When you want quality, it comes from Moen's Milk Service in Montfort.
Hinderman and Flottmeyer working right into the center of the mat, both men with collar ties on the 30-second mark of the first period. Locked up. And there's a throw by Hinderman, and he's got Flottmeyer on his back. Hinderman trying to tighten things up. Hinderman, he'll get the fall. 1 minute and 43 seconds. The fall time for Gavin Hinderman.
For Mineral Point's Elliott Kite, a quick 3-0 lead on the takedown, wrestling a freshman, Gavin Wolf. 20 seconds through that one. Brought to you by Scott Implement, who wishes all area wrestlers the best of luck during today's competition. Go to scottimplement.com to see all we have to offer and the deal where the dealing's done. Also brought to you by Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's get the job done right for unexpected dings or major repair projects. Head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Lancaster.
All right, to the 285-pound weight class. This is going to be Bodie Brocka for Iowa Grant. Brock up a senior with a record of 41 and 6. He's wrestling against Tyson Martin, a record of 34 and 2. Martin, the number 1 ranked wrestler in the state at 215, moving up to 285. Brock up the number 2 ranked wrestler in the state in the 285-pound weight class.
Kite gets the fall in 58 seconds for Mineral Point over Gabe Wolf, and now just one more match as Mineral Point's got a 66-10 lead.
And there was a takedown by Martin, but a great, super job by Brockup to thwart that off and get the takedown himself. He actually was, I believe, on his back for about a half a second, and then just came right on through to Brockup. And a near fall, I believe. So it's 5-0 at the minute mark of the first period.
Magnet Electric of Belmont can assist you with all your electrical needs. Chip and his crew at Magnet Electric are on call and ready to help you with all your agricultural, business, and commercial needs. Magnet Electric, Belmont. Sammy Springer wrestling a senior, Hunter Shamish of Royall Wonewoc-Center.
Tyson Martin was state runner-up last year in the 190-pound weight class. Brock up placed third last year at 215. Brock up 5-0 as they went out of bounds with 42 seconds remaining in the first period.
Springer on his back here. Near fall being counted off. Fighting for his life here. Samish with a 3-0 lead as it stands. He will get near fall points. Springer still trying to fight. Almost a minute into this one. Still no call. Springer.
Go ahead.
Springer trying to get the reversal. It was 4 near fall points, and there's the 2 reversal for Springer. Now Springer going for a pin. Near fall being counted off, and there it is for Sammy Springer. And Mineral Point takes down Royall Wonewoc-Center 72-10.
Wow. I underestimated. All right, we go to the second period. Bodie Brock up with a 5-1 advantage over Ty Martin. Brock up left arm around the waist. Again, just underway in the second period here in the 285-pound weight class. We started at 144, and since then, Iowa Grand Highland has got 6 pins and has given up 1 match score. 36-3. Brock up, working again, left arm around the waist. I don't know if he's going to be able to cradle Martin. Martin kind of sits out and up to the side, up and out. Martin will get the escape.
TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call at TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville.
We're neutral at the minute and 10 mark of the second period. Brock up with a 5-2 lead. Martin in on a single on Brockup. Brockup quizzers with the left arm. And there's that same situation that Martin failed on before, but this time he's going to get the takedown. And we're tied at 5. 35 seconds to go, second period. Brockup up to all fours. Martin will need to do something here. Brockup trying to get up to his feet. And there will be a warning, stalling on Martin with 15 seconds remaining in the second period. (15) 5-5 is the match score. Brockup needs to keep that head up. He's got it down on the mat right now.
TC Networks of Platteville, from IT consulting to security cameras, door access control, and more. Learn more about how they can help you at tcnetworks.com.
To the third period, we're tied 5-5. Brockup will choose the down position. Martin has decided to go alternate. And so he'll let Brockup up and just push him away. 1 point the escape for Brockup. Brockup leads 6-5. 10 seconds into this third period. Martin in on again, a single leg. And once again, just like the first time, Martin took the shot. Brockup's going to roll through, but Martin rolls back through again, and he's got Brockup on his back. Looking pretty tough here. Martin leading 8-6. And Martin will get the pin. The time of 4 minutes and 36 seconds.
We have a fall in time
move back down to the lightweights. It'll be the 106-pound weight class. Six weights left.
Majestic View Dairy of Lancaster. From the farm to your fridge, they produce milk for delicious and nutritious beverages and foods. Learn more at Majestic View Classroom on Facebook.
All right, 106 pounds.
First Supply at Platteville, your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet. When quality parts are needed, the experts rely on First Supply in Platteville.
It's Griffin with Netsky for Iowa Grant Highland, wrestling against Lincoln Stanek. Both men are freshmen. Stanek with a record of 29-8, and Netsky with a record of 29-14. Stanek ranked number 8 in the state. Stanek in on a single on Wisniewski. Wisniewski with the wizard. And kind of a dump. Stanek will get the first takedown in this match.
Anybody that wants to ride Buster Bird Super Girl Sectional this Friday, call Andy Breitland to book your seat. 608-330-1233. Call Andy Breitland, 330-1233. If you want to ride the Buster Bird.
TriStar Pallets of Highland, TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Jury and the gang a call at TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville.
This is where the part of the lineup where Aquinas is real strong.
Yeah, and at this point, looking at where we're at in this dual meet between these two, a 36-3 lead for Iowa Grant Highland, who dominated and picked up all the bonus points they could early. Aquinas going to need some bonus points for themselves at these lightweights.
Yes, it's 36-9 with that pin for Martin there at 285. Yeah, and you hope that Iowa Grant doesn't wrestle just defensively and try to avoid being pinned, but you need to avoid the pin. And but if they stay aggressive, usually good things happen. We're to the end of the first period, and Stanek with a 3-0 advantage over Wisniewski.
The Iowa Grant Highland Wrestlers and Wrestling Club thank area businesses for their support and the fans and families for attending their matches, listening on the radio, and watching on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. The IG Highland Wrestlers and Wrestling Club and Guys Truck and Tractor for heavy-duty towing and recovery. Reliable 24-hour roadside service and long-distance transports. Call on Guys Truck and Tractor in Kieler and at guystruck.com.
All right. Stanek rolls over the shoulders and the pinning combination, or more likely a near fall type of combination. But a good job by Wisniewski to roll on through and not give up any points. There's a minute and a half mark on the clock now in the second period. Wisniewski trailing 3-0. Stanek again with the tilt. Not far enough though, and Wisniewski trying to come out the back door. Wisniewski looking to pop out the sides, got the arm through, and he's going to get the escape. Wisniewski with the escape, making the score 3-1. We're neutral with the minute and 5 mark of the second period.
Bytech Resource Management, a greener way. Bytech Resource Management of Monroe.
Working fairly close to the middle of the mat, but they do go out of bounds. They'll go back to the second with 45 seconds remaining in the second period. Stanek leading 3-1 in this 106-pound weight class.
Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors at Belmont Prairie du Chien and at careyseamlessguttersanddoors.com.
Neutral, 40 seconds remaining, second period. Nice crowd here this evening. And there's going to be a takedown for Stanek. making the match score 6-1. 15 seconds, second period.
WCC Brands Custom Apparel and Kieler and at WCC-brands.com.
Last 5 seconds of the period. We'll go to the third. 6-1. Stanek. Neutral to start this third period. Again, 6-1 the match score. Iowa Grant ahead in the dual meet by a score of 36-9. Stanek working around, and he'll get another takedown. Making the score 9-1. Up to his feet. Looking to cut through, working the hands. Stanek tries to elevate and does, and brings Wonewoc back down to the mat. One minute. 9-1. Stanek looking to come up with two. Wonewoc up to his feet, and he'll go out of bounds before he's able to score.
Krantz Auto Parts, your local hardware, Hank and Napa dealer. See Rob Krantz and the crew at Krantz Auto Parts for full-service repairs on cars and light trucks to Krantz Auto Parts of Fenimore.
Donnie DeLora, the official in this match. Wonewoc going to get the escape, making the score at 9-2. 45 seconds, third period. I don't believe either wrestler has been warned for stalling. There's a head throw attempt, and Wonewoc going to drop his head and come out and round and behind, and he'll score the takedown instead. So a 3 takedown for Wonewoc. He'll give up the escape. And we're 10-5 with 17 seconds remaining in the third period. Nice job by Wonewoc. 13 seconds. Stanek looking to tie up again. He's looking for another head throw, and he's not going to get it. Wonewoc was going to get the takedown. 2-1, and that is the match. Final score, Stanek 10, Wonewoc 8. 36-12.
People's State Bank for personal, home, business, and ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com, member FDIC. Donnie's Tire and Auto. Call the only hooker in town for 24-hour roadside towing service at 568-3014, 568-3014. Your home for excellent car care is Donnie's Tire and Auto in Dickeyville and Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional, friendly service.
This will be Cal Smith for Aquinas. $36-12. Is our team score. We're in the 113-pound weight class, and there's going to be a takedown for Smith. So it's going to be Braden Vaca for Iowa Grant Highland. Vaca with a record of 4-16. Smith with a record of 7-15. Vaca fending off an armbar series here by Smith. Smith has got it in fairly deep on the left-hand side of Vaca. That armbar, and stepping forward. Vaca doing a good job so far of not allowing those shoulders to get turned. 1 minute mark of the first period. working right at the edge of the mat by the scorers table. 12 o'clock position for us. 45 seconds first period. Smith still working in the top position. Left arm around the waist. Vaca again with a record of 4 and 16. Smith with a record of 7 and 15. Smith out to the side on the right-hand side now of Vaca. Vaca doing a good job of sending things off. And we are to the end of the first period. Smith with a lead of 3-0.
Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, or refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only Natural Wood Flooring Association certified and standard solar and finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton and Boz Electric. Call Brad, Adrian, and Josh Busher at Boz Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore.
This is a point where Aquinas, after the next 3 matches, you've got the number 2, number 6, and number 2 ranked wrestlers in the state coming up for them. Vaca based out on the bottom. Smith trying to work a cradle combination. Looks over to the coach for some instruction. Vaca trying to get up to his feet. Not able to do so. Good tight waist by Smith. 3-0 is the match score. We're just to the midpoint of the second period. Smith working fairly parallel. Vaca needs to keep his head up. Head up. Better. All right, there will be an escape for Vaca. .30 seconds, second period. 3-1 is the match score. Smith looking to drive through, and he's going to drive through. Good job by Vaca. Back over to his base. He's going to give up the takedown, but no more than that. Final 10 seconds of the second period. And we'll go to the third period, 6-1. That was the identical score of the previous match at 106 pounds. Smith will choose the down position to start the third period. Vaca on the top yet. Getting a little bit high with your hips back. Smith up to his feet. Again, Vaca a little bit high here. Vaca reaches back to an ankle. Good job. Elevate that ankle. Good job. Vaca looking to come up with a turn of his own. Reaches across to the far shoulder. Not able to get it yet. Now reaches again. And then he's got near fall, a count, or 1 count. 1 count again. Not the 2 count that he would like. Now he does have it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vaca looking to tighten things up, maybe come up with a pin. And he does! Braden Vaca with a pin. That will put Iowa Grand Highland in the championship match against Mineral Point. Pin time of 5:04.
Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and at sloans.com. Absolutely huge win for IGH there, and they've looked dominant against Aquinas all night. Not just the fact that they've been winning, but the manner in which they've been winning. They grow their lead even more there as we head into our final 4 matches in the IG Aquinas semifinal.
Well, this one, I'm not real good at math, but it's, in my mind, it is over. 42-12 with 4 matches remaining. It is, if Aquinas were to come up with 4 pins, it's only 36. Kellen Mumm here at 120 for Iowa Grant. Wrestling against Henry McGovern. McGovern, a freshman, no record. Mumm also a freshman. He has a record of 10 and 13. Mumm looking to pop his head out. Almost like a spladle attempt here by McGovern. And we got Philmay will work back to the center. Neutral.
Wolf Farms LNG in Lancaster salutes our area wrestlers and all our area student athletes this season. Wolf Farms encourages you to enjoy ham, pork chops, and bacon in support of our local pork producers.
Mumm looking to hit a fireman. Now just trying to work up the body. And they're nearing the out of bounds. McGovern still with his feet in. And they'll go out and go back to the center with 23 seconds remaining in the first period.
Mount City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop by Mount City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Learn more at mountcitybank.com.
Mumm in on that fireman's again. 14 seconds. Still not able to pop out his Mumm, but he's not giving up the takedown either. They'll go to the second period, 0-0.
Community First Bank for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. The Highland State Bank. Come and see what your hometown community bank can do for you. The Highland State Bank. Visit highlandstatebank.com and Don's Tire in Highland. Don's Tire is your neighborhood Goodyear Tire Center. Count on the trusted local pros at Don's Tire at the bottom of Main in Highland.
Second period, 0-0 between Kellen Mumm and Henry McGovern. Both men are freshmen. This and 3 more matches to go in this dual meet. Now McGovern has got Mumm in near fall criteria. Able to keep a shoulder up. And able to get back over to his base. A nice job there by Kellen Mumm. .35 seconds, second period. Mumm tries to sit out and close to defensive pin. He might get this defense. Nope. But he'll get a reversal. 4-2. 15 seconds remaining, second period. minutes to the end of the second period. A 4 near fall for McGovern, and Mum with a 2 reversal makes the score 4-2.
H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical serving you in Fenimore, Lancaster, and Boscobel. Always on call, always the right call. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical serving Southwest Wisconsin 24/7 since 1958.
Neutral. Start this third period. McGovern in on a double. Now needs to work up. But Mum able to drape across yet. And there will be the takedown, yes. 3 takedown from McGovern. Minute and a half, third period. McGovern cradles and rolls it over his shoulders. And about a half a second there, his shoulders were to the mat. But he's going to pick up. And now it looks like it's going to be a reversal for Mum. Mum has got the reversal, 7-4. Half a minute remaining, third period. And there's a 4 near fall after the reversal for Kellen Mum. That makes the score 8-7 for Mum with 25 seconds remaining in the third period. Mum working in the top position. McGovern able to sit out, and McGovern will get the reversal. Not yet. It's not been awarded yet. And there's the reversal with 6 seconds remaining. Mum trying to get the escape. And that will be the end of the match. But 9-8. McGovern wins the decision. So match score 42-15 with 3 matches remaining.
Eggers Enterprise in Linden, specializing in residential and commercial landscaping and hardscaping. They're not done until your expectations are exceeded. Check them out on the web or Facebook and call 608-513-2190 today. And Wolf's Grantland Graphics, a block off the square in Lancaster. Wolf's offers full-service copying and printing available in wide formats for banners, posters, canvas prints, and much more. Wolf's Grantland Graphics of Lancaster.
Iowa Grant will forfeit at 126 pounds. And maybe also at 132.
At 126 pounds from Aquinas, Marquez Spears received a forfeit.
Okay, so Sheard received the forfeit for Aquinas at 126.
It looks like IGH might just forfeit this one the rest of the way out.
Oh yeah, might as well.
Not a bad decision there at all by Coach Ryan Allen. Keep your guys fresh.
Keep them fresh and keep them from being injured. There's always that possibility, slight.
At 132 pounds from Aquinas, Tyler Paulson receiving a forfeit.
The Mineral Point Wrestling Club supports all Mineral Point wrestlers during today's competition. High school athletics offers opportunities for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. Proud of the Mineral Point wrestlers, the Mineral Point Wrestling Club. Also brought to you by Ivy's Construction, Mineral Point. Ivy's Construction is a family-owned and operated ready-mix aggregate and excavation company serving Southwest Wisconsin. Ivy's Construction, Mineral Point.
All right, with the 3 forfeits here at the end, it ends up 42-33. Iowa Grand Highland, they move on to meet Mineral Point here in probably about a half hour.
Yeah. Well, we'll take a break and start to unpack the sectional semifinals and preview our sectional final back after this on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Back on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. A 72-10 win for Mineral Point over Royall Wonewoc-Center, and a 42-33 win for Iowa Grant Highland over La Crosse Aquinas. We'll take another break, wrap up here in the sectional semifinals, and preview our sectional final on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Back on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Mineral Point and Iowa Grant Highland. Only thing we can say for sure is that the SWAL will be represented at the Team State Wrestling Tournament in March, but who's going to be the champion in our championship match is anybody's guess. Both of these teams have been wrestling their best as of late, had very good showings at the individual regional tournament, and both looked dominant for the most part in their sectional semifinals. So it's going to be Mineral Point and Iowa Grant Highland wrestling for that sectional championship. Tonight's match is brought to you by Land's End, wishing all wrestlers good luck. Make every move count. It's your time to shine. Land's End is now hiring. Join our team and bring your strength to our workplace. Online at landsend.com/jobs. Clare Bank, with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, is proud to support our community events. Clare Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Schneidl's Heating and Cooling, your local Daikin dealer. Call Bradley Schneider for heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service from Schneidl's Heating and Cooling in Bloomington. Burnham Lumber Rui. See Burnham Lumber for all your agricultural, commercial, and residential projects. Burnham Lumber Rui and Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque when you are ready. We'll take another break and wrap things up. Our final thoughts on the sectional semifinals after this on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Back on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Mineral Point and IGH in the sectional finals in Division III wrestling. Raz, your thoughts on our semifinal matches tonight?
It should be, I think, a very interesting match. We got, oh, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 6. 15 ranked wrestlers going to be competing in this dual meet between Iowa Grand Highland and Mineral Point. They did meet earlier in the year, and I think you said that Mineral Point was victorious in the dual meet by a score of 43-28.
Yes.
And here tonight, Iowa Grant defeated Lacrosse Aquinas. Iowa Grant ranked number 4, Aquinas ranked number 3, but didn't look that way tonight. Iowa Grant wins 42-33, and they forfeited the last 3 weight classes. In the other semifinal, we kind of expected it. I didn't expect this big of a blowout, but it was Mineral Point by a 72-10 victory margin. So it's quite a display by both of these two. Again, now the number 2 Mineral Point going against number 4. So it's going to be fun.
2 top 5 teams, 2 SWAL teams, 1 shot to make it to the team state tournament. We'll take another break and officially wrap things up on the semifinals after this on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Back on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Iowa Grant Highland takes down Lacrosse Aquinas 42-33. Mineral Point takes down Royall Wonewoc-Center 72-10. That'll do it for us, our semifinals. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break here, and we'll be right back on the air. If you're on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, you don't have to go anywhere. The sectional final between Mineral Point and Iowa Grant Highland. Next on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. back inside the Scott Schmitz Community Gym at Mineral Point High School, and it's two of the area's best wrestling programs. They wrestle in the same conference. They've already wrestled this year. It went down to the very end in the individual regionals, and now Mineral Point and Iowa Grant Highland just one step away from qualifying for the 2025 WIAA Team State Wrestling Championships.
Thank you.
At the Barn in Madison. Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school wrestling is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Raz and I are back inside the perch at Mineral Point High School for the sectional final between IGH and MP. Going to be a great one. As we mentioned at the end of the last broadcast, these two teams have dueled this season already. It was a 42-28 win for Mineral Point. A little more history for both of these teams. Starting off with Iowa Grant, since the implementation of the Team State tournament, IG has been there twice before the co-op. They went in 2004 where they took home the gold trophy. Back in 2012, they were bumped out in the first round. That was their last appearance in 2012. Mineral Point took home their fair share of golds prior to the Team State implementation. Since the Team State tournament has existed, Mineral Point has gone 11 times, and in those 11 trips, it's been 4 golds for Mineral Point, including a gold in their last trip in 2021, the 12th overall team championship for Mineral Point. That was their last appearance. So it's been 4 years for Mineral Point, a little longer. IG hasn't been since 2012, but now Raz, both of these teams can taste it. They are one match away from punching their ticket to state.
Yeah, and you can feel the excitement already here in the gym, or maybe it's just me because I know it's going to be a great duel meet. But yeah, the captains and the coaches out to the center of the mat. It's like Adam Guthrie is going to be the official for this championship finals. It will be a good one.
A good one it will be. We're going to take a break, tell you about some of our sponsors, and preview this exciting one. Mineral Point and IGH in the sectional finals on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Back on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Just heard from our public address announcer here, Gary Tibbetts. We will be starting at 150 pounds in this one tonight. When you take a look at it, Mineral Point a little stronger at those lighter weights and then some mid weights. IGH strength in those upper weights. So starting at 150 tonight. We'll tell you that this evening broadcast brought to you by Mountain City Bank. Their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in at Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to your approval. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. Wolf Farms LNG in Lancaster salutes our area wrestlers and all area student athletes this season. Wolf Farms encourages you to enjoy ham, pork chops, and bacon in support of our local pork producers. Also brought to you tonight by Community First Bank. For the communities where you live, work, and play, experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com. Member FDIC. The Highland State Bank. Come see what your hometown community bank can do for you. The Highland State Bank. Visit highlandstatebank.net. And brought to you by Don's Tire in Highland. Don's Tire is your neighborhood Goodyear Tire Center. Count on the trusted local pros at Don's Tire at the bottom of Main Street in Platteville. Over to you, Raz, for the play-by-play as we start off this sectional final.
It should be fun. We're going to start in the 150-pound weight class. They'll tell you the competitors here very quickly here. Again, the official, Adam Guthrie from the Bloomington area. All right, so a change in the lineup. This would be Brock Hinderman at 150 pounds for Iowa Grand Highland, a record of 26-3. And he's wrestling against Rowan Carey, undefeated at 14-0. That's not correct, 14-0. I've got him down actually on my notes here as 43-4. He was state runner-up last year in the 132-pound weight class. Hinderman placed fourth last year at 144 pounds. Carey's ranked number 1 in the 144-pound weight class, and Carey with the first takedown. Carey, I see if correctly, that he has 150 wins.
Reaches 150th career win. He'll wrestle at UW-Madison for the Badgers next year as well.
All right.
A couple of future Badgers here.
Hinderman also? Or
not
another?
Hinderman.
No.
A couple others here.
Yeah, a couple others in the facility this evening. Last half minute of the first period. Carey working in the top, leading 3-0 over Hinderman. And
there's a
got
stalling warning.
Stalling on Hinderman.
Final 5 seconds of period 1.
And Mr. Guthrie's going to give Carey a warning for stalling with 1 second remaining in the first period. So both men have been warned for stalling.
Here's the first period. 3-0 Carey.
Hinderman's choice, going to take the down position. Caution on Hinderman. Now we got a caution on Carey. So both wrestlers have been warned for stalling, and both have been cautioned in the referee's position here to start the second period. Don't see that too often when the clock starts at 2:01.
Carey able to get in control here.
Carey trying to work an arm bar on the left-hand side. Hinderman up to his feet, and Carey's going to just push him away, and it's a quick shot by Carey. Carey trying to work up, and he will be granted the takedown. Making the score 6-1.
.30 seconds through period 2.
6-1, Carey with the advantage. Hinterman trying to get up to his feet. Carey reaches across his left hand to the far elbow. Hinterman breaks it off.
We're about a minute through period 2, halfway through Mineral Point's Rowan Carey 6-1 lead over IGH's Brock Hinterman at 150 in the first match of the sectional final.
There's the escape for Hinterman, making it 6-2.
Carey's got Hinterman's ankle there.
Nice shot by Carey. Needs to move up, and he will move up and get the takedown, making the score 9-2.
Ivy's Construction, Mineral Point. Ivy's Construction is a family-owned and operated ready-mix aggregate and excavation company serving Southwest Wisconsin. Ivy's Construction, Mineral Point. The final 2 seconds, and there's the end of the second period. Carey will get the decision here going into the third. Looks like Carey's going to go down here 9-2 his lead in our 150-pound match.
That'll be a caution on Hinterman. Second caution. Carey sits out, and he's going to get the switch and get the reversal.
11-2 lead now for Carey. Carey trying to turn Hinterman here. All the bonus points you can get matter.
Yes, the bonus points, as you say, are going to play a big
decide
part
this
here
one
tonight. Yeah. Well, we saw that last weekend too, where Mineral Point was able to get the 1 point advantage over Iowa Grant in the regional.
Looks like we got blood time here for Hinterman. His headgear kind of falling off too. We'll tell you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Land's End, wishing all wrestlers good luck. Make every move count. It's your time to shine. Land's End is now hiring. Join our team and bring your strength to our workplace. Online at landsend.com/jobs. Wolf's Grantland Graphics, a block off the square in Lancaster. Wolf's offers full-service copying and printing, available in a wide format for banners, posters, canvas prints, and much more. Wolf's Grantland Graphics of Lancaster. And the Mineral Point Wrestling Club supports all Mineral Point wrestlers during today's competition. High school athletics offers opportunities for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. Proud of the Mineral Point wrestlers, the Mineral Point Wrestling Club. Brought to you tonight as well by Community First Bank. For you in the communities where you live, work, and play, experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC, and the Highland State Bank. Come see what your hometown community bank can do for you. The Highland State Bank. Visit highlandstatebank.net.
11-2. Still sending to Hinterman. The lady that's out there is that the school trainer.
Yeah, athletic trainer Tracy Steffen of Southwest Health for Mineral Point.
We always like to give a thank you to those people that come and
Trainer Tracy, one of the best.
yeah, it's just so important from a coach's standpoint, at least I thought so when I was coaching too, to have a good trainer. 12-2, minute and 21. Tight waist, right arm around the waist by Carey. Carey been instructed by coach to cut Hinderman, and so they're neutral, 12-3, back on their feet with 1:05 on the clock in the third period.
Under a minute to go.
12-3 the match score. 45 seconds, third period, neutral. First match of this championships. Mineral Point wins big the first round over Royall. Scores 72-10. And in the other match was Iowa Grant Highland winning 42-33 over Aquinas. And again, Iowa Grant forfeited the final 3 matches.
More blood time here for Hinderman. We'll take a quick check at the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth. 2 more area teams in the Division II team sectional finals. Fenimore takes down Lodi 50-20, and Platteville Belmont takes down Gale Electric Trempolo Melrose Mindoro 43-32. So it's Platteville Belmont against Fenimore for a chance at a trip to D2 team state.
We'll have at least 2 in our area competing up at Coles, or no, that's at the
field house, at the barn.
Have you been there?
Not for wrestling, but I've been there before. Very, very cool venue.
It is an awesome venue for wrestling. Like when they had the individual tournament up there, that was so fun too. You know, it was one of those, if you're down on the floor, it's like you get a win. It's almost like you could turn around and give a high five to somebody in the crowd, and just so intense. It was fun. I know they can't do that anymore for the individual. There's too much money involved. But whatever, Carey in on a head inside double.
Down to 10 seconds. 6, down to 5 now. And we'll see 2-1, and that'll do it. Rowan Carey, 12-3.
Final score, 12-3.
And Mineral Point strikes first in the sectional final. Now up to 157 for our second match. It's going to be Ty Imhoff for Iowa Grant Highland, Jacob Dannenberg for Mineral Point. Imhoff shoots the one leg and gets the 3 takedown. Brings down Dannenberg. Imhoff, the senior. Dannenberg, a sophomore for Mineral Point. Wrestlers go out here. 18 seconds off the clock.
To come back, Imhoff is going to go alternate. And he'll let Dannenberg go. 3-1.
Wrestlers near the Mineral Point bench. Imhoff with his back to the mat here. Over 30 seconds through. Imhoff has Dannenberg's left leg. Trying to pull him back into the mat, and there's another 3 takedown. 6-1 the lead for Tyson Imhoff.
Imhoff with a record of 39-8. Dannenberg with a record of 35-11. Dannenberg's ranked number 5 in the state in the 150-pound weight class. Imhoff ranked number 1 in the state in the 157-pound weight class. Imhoff placed 3rd last year at 150 at state.
It's like Imhoff gonna let Dannenberg go again here. Maybe not. He might have been cautioned there.
Yeah, I think he was.
So under a minute to go here, still a 6-1 lead for Imhoff over Dannenberg.
And I think it was one, didn't he?
He did give the signal.
The signal of going alternate, but then went down to referee's position, so that would be a caution.
Imhoff.
Long arms.
Imhoff got control here. 20 seconds to go in the first period.
Mineral Point leading 4-0 after the 150-pound weight class. We got a warning, stalling.
It's going to go on Dannenberg. Down to 5 seconds. And that's the first period. 6-1, the lead for Tyson Imhoff of Iowa Grant Highland. Eggers Enterprise in Linden, specializing in residential and commercial landscaping and hardscaping. They're not done until your expectations are exceeded. Check them out on the web or Facebook and call 608-513-2190 today.
Second period underway.
Dannenberg almost got in trouble there.
Imhoff cross-facing, trying to take the nose to the knees and set up his cradle.
Imhoff still in control here. 6-1, his lead, 45 seconds into the second. There's another stalling warning on Dannenberg, and 1 point to Imhoff. Now a 7-1 lead.
Imhoff trying to come up with a pinning combination. Dannenberg doing a nice job of not allowing Imhoff to do that. There's a cross face by Imhoff. Reaches across to the far elbow.
30 seconds to go, second. Down to 5 seconds here. Dannenberg tried to get up, falls back to the mat, and that is it for the second period. A 7-1 lead for Ty Imhoff.
For the third period, Dannenberg will choose the down position. And will be given the escape by Imhoff, taking the score 7-2 at the start of the third period. There's a snap and a spin for Imhoff, makes the score 10-2.
Going to try and rack up points here as he gives the escape.
Yeah,
there's another three takedown.
Another takedown, making it 13-3. Pushing Dannenberg away, and he's got the escape 13-4, minute 33. Imhoff with those heavy hands. There's another takedown. It would be 16-4, 16-5. Now a slide-by attempt by Imhoff. He's going to get another takedown. No, he will not get awarded the takedown. 16-5, minute and 10. Down to a low single, switches to a double. There will be a takedown, making it 19-5. Coach Ryan telling, let him go. 19-6, another takedown. That'll be 22-6, a tech fall to Ty Imhoff. 5-4, the team score after 2 weight classes. Iowa Grant 5, 0.4. Move to the 165-pound class.
For Mineral Point here, it's going to be the freshman, Sawyer Dannenberg. On the other end for Iowa Grant Highland, Jackson McGuire. McGuire, the senior, Dannenberg, the freshman. Dannenberg.
Oh.
Almost had near fall.
McGuire, 31-12. Dannenberg, 28-11. McGuire ranked number 9. And Dannenberg ranked number 5 in the 157-pound weight class.
And wrestlers off the mat. 3-0 lead for Sawyer Dannenberg over the senior McGuire. 1:22 first period. Dannenberg in control.
McGuire up to his feet, brought back down by Dannenberg. Now up to his feet again. And there's a out of bounds, no change. Right at the minute mark of the first period, 3-0. Sawyer Dannenberg over Jackson McGuire.
Very eventful one so far.
Like to see a lot of good movement.
Five seconds left first period. 3-0. Sawyer Dannenberg, your leader. Wrestling Jackson McGuire from Iowa Grant Highland. And there's the escape. 3-1. McGuire gets out, wrestlers neutral, 30 to go. McGuire shoots. Throwing Dannenberg to the mat. There's the 3 takedown and a 4-3 lead for Jackson McGuire.
Final 10 seconds of the first period. 4-3 is just said.
Down to 5 seconds. And that will do it for period 1. Dannenberg in control early, but the senior Jackson McGuire with the escape and takedown. And a 4-3 lead. Looks like McGuire will take the down position here to start off the second.
Be a caution.
It's going to be on Dannenberg.
That's head score, 4-3. McGuire with the lead over Dannenberg. Dannenberg with the leg in, but he sits on his butt there. McGuire leads his back. And there he'll get the reversal. McGuire stretches that lead to 6-3.
Brian Steffes Construction, your local WIC building dealer in Mineral Point, serving all of Southwest Wisconsin since 1996. Put WIC Buildings your dreams in Brian Steffes Construction's expertise to work for you.
McGuire trying to work a coffee grinder head lever on the left-hand side, so we got stalling against Dannenberg. Dannenberg sits out, followed nicely by McGuire.
Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's get the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair project, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Lancaster.
6-3, 40 seconds remaining, second period. McGuire over Dannenberg. Now McGuire getting high. Dannenberg trying to come out the back end. Tries to swim out. McGuire readjusts. Now McGuire has a leg in and he's going to try to get, nice scramble there. No points will be scored.
Still 6-3 McGuire.
Down to 10 seconds in the second period.
Down to the final 3, 2, and there's time. A 6-3 lead for McGuire. One more period to go. Dannenberg in the down position.
Tight waist by McGuire. Dannenberg trying to work the hands. Up to his base again, Dannenberg. You know, for that flurry that we saw there, we just got stalling this time again against Dannenberg. He'll give up a point, not a lot of action.
And now a 4-point lead for McGuire.
Down after the leg is hooked in. McGuire hooking down to the knee and trying to turn Dannenberg. On a splits. Dannenberg at the same time now is going to get out to the side and he'll get the
There's
reversal.
the reversal.
They can score 7-5 at the minute mark of the third period.
Down to 40 seconds.
Dannenberg being the aggressor now. And we've got a stalling call against
McGuire.
McGuire.
No points awarded though.
No.
30 seconds. Down to 20. McGuire up 7-5.
15.
Dannenberg got to do something. Down to 10. There's one stalling for Dannenberg.
Taking the score at 7-6.
And there's the buzzer, a 7-6 win for Jackson McGuire.
After 3 weight classes, 8-4 team score. Iowa Grant ahead of Mineral Point will go to the 175-pound weight class.
Both coaches going to the head table now.
Both of them very good at strategy. Knowing their team very, very well. Knowing their opposition very well. I don't know whose turn it is to put out first.
Tonight's match brought to you by Bill's Plumbing and Heating in Platteville, the area's leading plumbing and HVAC specialist for new installation or service. Check them out on the web or online at billsplumbingandheatingwi.com. Also brought to you by Russell Law Offices, here to assist you with your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin, Russell Law Offices.
All right, we move to the 175-pound weight class.
An 8-4 lead for IGH going into this one. For Mineral Point, it's like Emmett Collins. And Bussy for IGH.
And who is it for Mineral Point?
Emmett Collins.
Okay.
Bussy with an early 3 takedown. 20 seconds into this one.
Bussy with a leg hooked in, reaches across, looking for a opening here on the now working for an arm bar on the left-hand side of Collins. Bussy moving from one side to the other, looking for an opening. We got potentially dangerous. They'll come back to the center at a minute and 14 in the first period. Bussey with a 3-0 lead.
Scott Implement wishes all area wrestlers the best of luck during today's competition. Go to scottimplement.com to see what we have to offer and deal where the dealing's done.
Minute mark of the first period, 3-0 Bussey. Bussey with the leg hooked in. He's got Collins going to give up back points. A 4 near fall. Half a minute remaining in the first period. Bussey up 7-0. You know, we don't see a lot of 3 near falls.
Now near fall points.
2s and 4s. Bussey looking to come up with a fall for Iowa Grand Highland.
He will have near fall points, and there's the fall.
Pin time of 1:55 for Jackson Bussey.
The IGH lead grows even more there. Now Cade Rule up next for Mineral Point. So it's going to be 14-4 IGH. Rule, the state champ at 175 last year, wrestles 190 here. And from Iowa Grant, it's going to be Tucker Dagenhart. Dagenhart, a very talented wrestler himself.
Yep, Dagenhart ranked number 13 in the state, record of 24 and 14. And as you said, Cade Rule, returning state champion, he was 165 last year, ranked number 1 in the state. He has a record of 45 and 3.
There's the three takedown for Rule, and we forgot earlier to congratulate Cade Rule on earning his 150th career win during that sectional semifinal win against Royall Wonewoc-Center. Rule still with a 3-0 lead here, 117, first period. Down to a minute now.
Rule trying to dig out an elbow.
Down to 30 in the period. Rule still in control, 3-0 over Dagenhart.
Rule
giving near fall points here.
Readjusting a little bit, trying to tighten things up.
Now got his man turned over.
Dagenhart able to get out of the pinning combination. And as we go to the second period.
4 near fall for Rule, a 7-0 lead. Rule will defer. And Dagenhart says, let's go neutral.
Wow, right off the whistle. Nice shot here by Rule, a low single, switches to a head inside double. Dagenhart grabbing a hold of Rule's ankle. And Rule gets the arm out. Looking to try to turn the shoulders and has got the shoulders turned of Dagenhart.
Rule up 10-0 here. 1:22 clock. And near fall points going to Rule here. And stopped by the officials.
All right, potentially dangerous. A 4 near fall.
So it's a 14-0 lead for Rule. One more takedown and Rule would have it. Rule in control. 1:10 second.
Rule's looking for more than just a tech fall. Under a minute, second period, 14-0. Cade Rule over Tucker Degenhart. We're in the 190-pound weight class. Maybe at the conclusion of this, we'll have you look up and see how that match between Fenimore and Belmont Platteville, our young lady here, we can have her do that. Put her to work. Last 20 seconds of the second period. And Degenhart warned for stalling. He may be okay just to give up a point for stalling and make it a tech fall. We'll go to the third period though, 14-0. Cade Rule over Tucker Degenhart.
It's Rule's decision, he'll go up. Obvious choice there. Underway here in the third.
Rule working in the top position. We're at now the minute and a half mark of the third period. Rule trying to work this arm bar and turn Degenhart. We're at the minute and 15 mark. Now the shoulders have been exposed to the mat. And there's a one count for a pin there, but Degenhart able to get back over to his base. And it'll be a tech fall, 18-0 for Cade Rule.
So now 14-9, your team score. And your score update in Prairie du Chien, 0-0. Just got underway in the first match between Kastner and Clace of Belmont, Platteville, and Fenimore.
What weight class?
It's like they're starting at 106.
Okay.
We started at 150 here, now on to 190. It's going to be Gavin Hinderman and Alan James. Hinderman the senior, James the senior. And there's the 3 takedown for Hinderman. Still 3-0 in favor of Hinderman here. 45 seconds gone, first period. Brought to you by Magnet Electric of Belmont. Can help assist you with all your electrical needs. Chip and his trip, Magnet Electric are on the call and ready to help you with your agricultural, business, and commercial needs. Magnet Electric, Belmont.
All right, Hinderman trying to hook up a cradle, but he's not going to get it. And a nice job by James to get free and back up to her feet. Hinderman, ranked number 1 in the state in the 190-pound weight class. He has a record of 32-7. James with a record of 21-18.
35 seconds left first period, 3-1. The lead for Hinderman. And there's the takedown for Hinderman.
Score at 6-1. 20 seconds remaining now in the first period.
Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provides exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here in Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville.
End of the period, 6-1.
Moen's Milk Service of Montfort. Moen's has been hauling quality milk with quality service in Grant and Iowa County since 1974. When you want quality, it comes from Moen's Milk Service in Montfort. Go neutral here to start off the second.
Hinderman has the takedown.
9-1 now.
The cross face. James trying to get up, but not able to do so yet. A lot of pressure by Hinderman on the shoulders.
TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Jury and the gang a call at TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville.
James will get the escape, making the score at 9-2 at the minute and 11 mark of the second period. Shot by Hinderman. James back with the ankle. There's a takedown awarded to Hinderman. His fourth takedown, making the score at 12-2 at the 35-second mark of the second period. 12-2.
.20 seconds to go, second period. 12-2, Hinderman on top of James.
James trying to score at the end of the period, not going to be able to do so. It'll be 12-2 going into the third.
Mountain City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. And Wolf Farms LNG in Lancaster, saluting our area wrestlers and all area student athletes this season. Wolf Farms encourages you to enjoy ham, pork chops, and bacon in support of our local pork producers.
Gym almost full here. Just a couple spots on the outside of the bleachers. An escape for Hinderman, making it 13-2. Hinderman, another throw by, and he's going to get another takedown. The score 16-2. And Hinderman hooked up and cradle, rolled through, and no points going to be awarded or given up, whichever side you want to look at.
Now, if he lets James get out here and gets another takedown, then that would be tech fall. So we'll see what the strategy is here.
I guess the coach will have him working on the top here for a while.
Wrestlers go out, 1:03 left, third period. As it stands, a 5-point lead for IGH, 14-9.
And we'll just give the escape as far as to James. So as you just said, a takedown, and that's their takedown here, will be a tech fall, 19-3 for Gavin Hinderman.
That one going to make it 19-9, so now a 10-point lead for IGH. Now up to 285. We're going to have Bodie Brockup and Matthew Arrett from Iowa Grant Mineral Point.
Brockup, record of 41-6, placed third last year in the state tournament at 215 pounds, ranked number 2 in the state. Matt Orr, ranked number 12, he has got a 25-15 record. To slide by Brockup. And he'll have the takedown. We start in the 150-pound weight class. We're at 285 right now. Iowa Grand Highland with a 19-9 team score lead. They traded Tech Falls at 90 and 215. And those, as we talked earlier, those bonus points or bonus points not given could be huge as we get down here to the final. Brockup working the coffee grinder, is able to throw it over his shoulder and then looking for a half. Brockup trying to turn the shoulders. It's funny, you listen to the crowd here, you know, and one side's like, no, and he stopped it before he's going to get the pin, and the other's like, oh, you got to stop it because it's on the shoulders there.
H&M Plumbing and Heating and Electrical, serving you in Lancaster, Fenimore, and Bosque Bell. Always on call, always the right call. H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving Southwest Wisconsin 24/7 since 1958.
And again, really a good crowd here tonight, both from Iowa Grand Highland and Mineral Point, and a very knowledgeable crowd too. So that's
makes it more fun.
It does. It does. Brockup leading 3-0 under a half minute to go in the first period. And he's got had a 2-on-1. Let go of it. James up to his feet, looking to get an escape here at the end of the first period. And is not going to be able to do so as Brockup flattens him down again. We'll go to the second period with Brockup a 3-0 lead.
Brockup, a much higher ranked wrestler. It's been a nice battle so far from Arrett. Looks like Brockup will be in the down position to start things off here, second period.
Brockup to all fours, up to his feet. Or lets him go. 4-0. Working the edge of the mat between the scorer's table and the Iowa Grant bench. Brockup in on a double. They're going to go out of bounds back to the center. Another slide by. Time Brockup doesn't finish the shot. Minute and 15, neutral, 4-0 Brockup. There's that slide by attempt again. And this time it's going to be a warning stalling against Orrit. Brockup in on a single. right near the scorer's table. Or it tries to kick out. Brockup trying to move up to get the takedown, and he will be awarded the takedown. Making the score 7-0. 41 seconds remaining in the second period.
Eggers Enterprise in Linden, specializing in residential and commercial landscaping and hardscaping. They're not done until your expectations are exceeded. Check them out on the web or Facebook. I call 608-513-2190 today.
Brockup working with that left arm around the waist. Trying to work with a coffee grinder, but decides to let that go. Another arm shot. Now with the coffee grinder again, is able to turn it. Trying to turn Orrit, but there's only 9 seconds remaining. Good job by Orrit to basically swim out of that. And we'll go to the third period. 7-0 Brockup. Neutrals start the third. Brockup just not able to finish up on that slide by.
Stalling on Orrit, it's going to be a point for Brockup.
8-0. Both men with the collar tie. Brockup pushing, Orrit backing up. Minute 20, Brockup in on a double, but the shot is going to be done out of bounds. Minute 18, 8-0. Going to be, what was the call there?
Looks like that was a stall on Brockup for pushing him out.
Okay.
This evening's sectional is brought to you by H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving you in Fenimore, Lancaster, and Boscobel. Always on call, always the right call. H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical in Southwest Wisconsin.
There's another point for Brockup for stalling. 44 seconds remaining, third period. Brockup in on a double, and they'll take the shot out of bounds again.
Also brought to you by Don's Tire in Highland. Don's Tire is your neighborhood Goodyear Tire Center. Count on trusted local pros at Don's Tire at the bottom of Main Street in Highland.
Half a minute, 9-0. $25. And that's another stalling call. This time it's a 2-point penalty. It's 11-0. Another stalling call in this last 20 seconds against Orrit. That would be the match. 11-0.
Down to 10 seconds. Down to 6.
All right, there's a loss by a score of 11-0 to Orrit, but a team win, I think, for Mineral Point.
So it's 23-9, and I think it's safe to say that we are now getting out of Iowa Grant Highland's strong area on their roster and moving into an area where Mineral Point feels more comfortable.
I would agree with you. And think Mineral Point is probably feeling pretty good right now with what they've got coming up.
So it's 23-9. Iowa Grant Highland has the lead.
And we'll move to the 106-pound weight class.
It's going to be Griffin Wineski from Iowa Grant Highland and Memphis Burkhalter from Mineral Point. Burkhalter was the regional champion at 106. And we're underway.
All right, Wineski with a record of 29-14. Burkhalter with a record of 37-11. He's ranked number 5 in the state.
And wrestlers off.
Back to the center they go. 7 matches remaining in this dual meet. There's a warning stalling on Wineski going out of bounds. These two did not meet last weekend at regionals.
Burkhalter the 1 and Wineski 2 in the seeds initially. Burkhalter in control, trying to circle his way around. Still 0-0, 46 seconds. And there's the 3 takedown for Memphis Burkhalter. Nearing the 1:30 mark here, just 30 seconds to go in the first period. Burkhalter a 3-0 lead on Wineski.
Burkhalter reaches across to the far far elbow.
Just 5 seconds to go. Not enough time to get anything done, and Burkhalter will take a 3-0 lead into the second. Burkhalter down, Wineski on top, and we'll get a caution on Wineski.
Burkhalter up to his feet, looking for a throw. He's able to get the throw. And he's got Wineski on his back right at the edge of the wrestling circle. Now readjusting is Burkhalter. A lot of time left in this second period, 1:35. Very close to a fall.
Very close.
Wineski able to get over to his base.
Going to be 4 near fall for Burkhalter and a 9-0 lead. Wrestlers out. 1:17 to go in the second. Burkhalter in control. 9-0 lead.
Tight waist by Burkhalter. Wineski, belly, chest, chin on the mat. Now gets that head up. Up to his feet. Burkhalter will just cut him.
There was one escape.
That score 9-1. 40 seconds remaining, second period. Burkhalter underneath, nice shot, follows through, and he's going to get the takedown.
Now 12-1.
Last 15 seconds of the second period. And as Matt said, 12-1 is the match score. After the second period, 12-1, Burkhalter. Burkhalter with the escape.
Now 13-1. If Burkhalter gets another takedown, that will get him to 15 tech fall.
Out of bounds, back to the center, a minute and 38, third period. Right at the edge of the wrestling circle again, right in front of the scores table. Out of bounds, warning stalling, he's going to give up a point, so another point here for Burkhalter.
14-1. Just 1:09 to go.
Burkhalter looking for something to take to the back, but not going to get it. He will get the takedown, and a 17-1 tech fall.
So that'll make your team score 23-14 now. A 9-point lead for Iowa Grant Highland. For Mineral Point, next up the pointers. Going to go with the senior at 113. No, actually going to be going with the sophomore Johnny Robinson. Now this is where we start to see a change because of injury for Mineral Point. Mason Scullion, who tore his meniscus, not wrestling, and a change for Iowa Grant Highland. It's going to be Kellen Mumm. Should prove to be an intriguing matchup.
Yeah, Mumm with a record of 10-13. Johnny Robinson with a record of 9-7 coming into today's action. Mumm in on a single leg. Robinson goes hips in, and now reaching back, trying to come around is Robinson. Mumm still with the single leg, but lets go of it, and Robinson will get the first takedown.
Here comes 32 seconds in. The Mineral Point sophomore against the Iowa Grant Highland freshman. And now Robinson trying to turn him over.
In the Oklahoma, Robinson's going to get back points, if not the pin. Robinson.
Three as it stands right now, 3 near fall. There was 4 count.
Robinson trying to come up with this pin. Very close, 50 seconds remaining in this first period.
Still no, and there's the fall.
Johnny
a big
Robinson.
One.
Minute 12.
And just like that, a 3-point match. 23-20, IGH leads. Now for Mineral Point, they will go to the senior, Lennon Ewert, and for Iowa Grant Highland, the Panthers will be going to the freshman, Braden Vaca.
At 120 pounds, from Iowa Grant Highland,
Ewert with a record of 27-12, ranked number 12 in the state at the 113-pound weight class. Vaca with a record of 4-16.
Both of these wrestlers up from their traditional 113-pound weight class where they wrestle most of their matches. 15 seconds in, both still on their feet here. And Ewert gonna get the 3 takedown there.
Ewert looking for a turn here.
Doesn't get it.
Well, goes from one side to another with the half Nelson series.
Looks over to Coach Curtis Fiedler here for instruction. Approaching the halfway point in the first period. 3-0 lead for Ewert. Has Vaca on his back.
Up of a tilt.
There's 4 near fall at least.
Vaca able to get back to his base.
And 4 near fall. 7-0 Ewert.
Ewert looking for a cradle here. Vaca breaks the hands.
Down to 25 seconds in the first. Ewert leads 7-0.
Off to the left-hand side is Ewert. Leading 7-0, last 10 seconds of the first period.
Tried to turn Vaca, but gonna run out of time. And that's it.
Nope. Okay. 7-0.
Quick start for Ewert. And Ewert will start in the down position.
Last 5 matches of this dual meet, I will grant holding a 23-20 lead. Start of the second period again, 7-0 is the match score. Ewert going to be able to come outside and get the reversal.
Now 9-0.
Ewert with a half and a wrist. Ewert still on the top, working now an arm bar series. To a double arm bar.
And
this will be just past the minute mark of the second period.
has Mum on his back. Still no call. 48 seconds. And there's the fall for Ewert. That'll come in a time of 3:14. Ewert over Vaca. And now for the first time since it was 6-0, Mineral Point with a lead. The Pointers up 26-3 as we head in to our final 4 weight classes. 126 for Mineral Point. It's going to be the freshman Liam Carey. And on the other side, it's going to be Luke Christensen. In an interesting matchup here at 126. Christensen listed at 132 on the roster. Carey listed at 120 on the roster.
Okay. Christensen record of 28-17. Carey the record of 39-9, ranked number 6 at 120.
Carey got a hold of Christensen here. Both wrestlers still on 2 feet. And there's 3 takedown for Carey with the wrestlers going off the mat 29 seconds in.
Carey hooks in a leg, reaches across to the far knee, looking for a splits here. Not able to get it yet. Carey with that 3-0 lead at the minute and 10 mark of this first period.
And looks like time gonna run out on him. Oh, my apologies. Still 1 minute to go. .50 seconds here. First period, 3-0 lead for Carey of Mineral Point over Iowa Grant Highland's Lucas Christensen.
.30 seconds first period, again 3-0. Carey out of bounds. They'll go back to the center with 27 showing on the clock in this first period. This and 3 more matches that will decide a trip to the state team wrestling tournament in Madison.
As we mentioned, Iowa Grant has not been since 2012. Mineral Point has not been since 2021.
Last 10 seconds of the first period.
And that will do it for the first period. 3-0, Liam Carey, the freshman, leading the IGH senior.
8:33 is our time.
It's going to be Christensen down, Carey up to start off period 2.
Christensen a roll through. Forward roll. Good job by Carey to follow.
And stalemate. 25 seconds into the second. (26-23). Mineral Point leads the team score. Liam Carey leads Lucas Christensen 3-0. 1:35 left, period 2.
Mineral Point up by 3 points. Carey hooks in the leg again. Christensen tries to roll through. Carey still again. Minute 10 mark of the second period. Nearing the out of bounds over by the Iowa Grant Highland bench.
Only thing in at this point is nothing. Christensen had 1 foot in and now out. We'll go back to the middle here. 53 seconds left in the second. Don't forget to stay with us after this one for the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. We'll recap this eventful night of wrestling and take a look at what's to come in Madison.
Okay, the coaches tell Liam to give Christensen the escape and work on his feet. Score now 3-1. We just passed the 40-second mark of the second period.
And wrestlers out of bounds. Christensen loses, then regains possession. Control of one of Carey's legs as Carey circles around. And he gets a 3 takedown, 6-1 lead down to 15 seconds in the second.
Carey will hook in the leg again. His right leg on the right leg of Christensen.
And that's it, second period. 6-1, Liam Carey in front. Looks like we've got blood time here. Christensen heads over to trainer Stefan to get looked at. Liam Carey will head over to Coach Fiedler, talk some strategy. So, Raz, let's break down where we are in the match. So, through the first 7, Iowa Grant Highland picked up 5 of those 7. Mineral Point has picked up the last 3. This one going to be one of the more important matches as we get closer in a close one. A match that both sides think is very winnable here still in the last 2 minutes.
Yes, for sure. Again, 26-23. Mineral Point with the lead. We have just this and 3 more matches remaining.
126.
Keep in mind then too that Rowan Carey has already wrestled tonight in this match, and so he won't be available at 144 pounds.
Probably going to be for Mineral Point the rest of the way out. Kite.
Yes,
Get it.
Sammy.
Reversal.
(8-1) is the match score. A reversal for Liam Carey.
It'll be interesting to see what Mineral Point is going to do at the end without the availability of Carey. Rowan Carey, that is.
Potentially dangerous is the call. We'll come back and get set again at minute and 26. 8-1 is the match score.
As you mentioned earlier here, with the 2 coaches that we've got in this one, Coach Curtis Fiedler and Coach Ryan Allen, kind of a game of chess in deciding who to put at what weight class.
Christensen hanging on to a leg, and he'll let go of that and give up another takedown. Carey up by a score of 11-2, under a minute now in this 3rd period. There's a warning stalling from Christensen.
Down to the final half minute here. 11-2. Liam Carey leads by 9. I don't think we've had any near fall situations in this one.
Not in this match, no.
Down to 10 seconds. Near that out of bounds. Wrestlers getting closer to us in the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. Carey lifts his foot to go out, so with just 3 seconds left on the clock, be surprising to see this score change.
Yeah, 11-2. That will be our final. 11-2. Liam Carey with the win. Be a major decision.
And your team score now 30-23, Mineral Point. Mineral Point gonna go to Elliot Kite here. An adjustment, it looks like, from Coach Fiedler. Down to our final. Is it 3 weight classes here? 32, 38, and 44 is all we've got left. It's Altman from IGH, Kite for Mineral Point.
These two met last weekend. Altman defeated Kite by a major decision, 16-4. (30-23) is our team score. Mineral Point with the lead. This and two more matches remaining.
Good work there by Altman to get out of trouble.
Yeah, both of them. Good quickness there displayed by both athletes.
Halfway through in D2, it's Fenimore 17, Belmont Platteville 16 on the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest.
You don't know what weight class they started at? I think you told
106.
me. 106.
They're going up to those heavier weights now. Still 0-0 in this one. Already a minute in. Both wrestlers on their feet right in the middle of that mat.
Half a minute, no score yet, still neutral. Altman and Kite.
Altman trying to grab for Kite's leg. Kite circles and gets back to his feet. Now Kite has a weak hold. Let's go there. Altman tries to rip Kite down to the mat. Down to 10 seconds in the period. What a battle between these two. Down to 5. And that'll do it for the first period. 0-0 between the freshman Hayden Altman and the sophomore Elliot Kite.
Caution on Kite. Kite trying to stack, but not able to do so. Altman flattens out. Now up to his knees. Still 0-0. Half a minute into the second period. Kite working in the top position.
.110 left on the clock here, still scoreless.
Now midway through the second period. As we said, last weekend it was 16-4 Altman over Kite.
Kite almost had Altman flipped over there, but Altman gets back flat. 45 to go in the second. It's a 30-23 lead for the Pointers of Mineral Point. 3 matches to go in the sectional championship. Should say in our final 3 matches. Now 20 seconds left. Kite still on top. And Altman gets free. There is one escape for Altman in the final 10 seconds of the second period. 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it. Altman with a 1-0 lead over Kite. Heading into this final period.
Kite chooses neutral. No, coaches told him to go down. Altman left arm around the waist. Altman with a 1-0 lead. We're in the third period.
Kite on 2 feet and potentially dangerous. Kite back down to the mat, 1:43, third period.
Minute and a half, third period. Altman hooks in the leg, right leg on the right leg.
Trying to flip Kite. .110 left, third. Oh.
Kite close to getting the switch, but not able to, and Altman brings him back down. Under a minute. I don't believe either wrestler has been warned for stalling, have they?
I don't think so, no. Down
45.
to 45.
Altman working in the top position.
Just a 1-0 score. Altman's been in control this whole third period. So if Kite could free himself, we would be tied. Altman.
He let go of that ankle just in time. Under a half a minute.
Kite thrown to his back, and he almost had an out there. Couldn't free himself. Now 15 seconds. Stays free there, and wrestlers out. Will they call the escape? No call.
No. 7 seconds.
Coach Fiedler walks out onto the mat. He wants an explanation from the official.
Seven seconds, no change. Kite in the down position. Altman up on top. He's been there this whole period. 7 seconds remaining.
Kite not gonna get out, and it's a 1-0 win for Altman. And this one gonna come down to the wire. 30-26, the Mineral Point lead.
Mineral Point needs to just win one of these final 2 matches. They will move on.
Sammy Springer, the freshman for Mineral Point. Now we'll see who IGH will match up against him.
Aiden.
It's Bedward and Springer.
Springer pinned Bedward last weekend in 350. 30-26.
Springer, the freshman. Bedward, the senior.
Two long, tall, 138-pounders. Bedward, a senior with a record of 24-20. Sammy Springer, a record of 25-16. Springer's ranked number 12 in the state in the 138-pound weight class.
But I mean, as we saw in that last one, well, these guys may have gone at it 3 days ago. It's not crazy to assume a different outcome than the first time. Springer thrown to the mat, and there's 3 takedown for Bedward. Springer.
Springer's going to come out in the better end of this one, I think. He's got that whizzer in. And he's going to get the reversal. 3-2. Under a half minute to go first period. Springer working on the top.
10 seconds. And there's the end of one. A 3-2 lead for Aiden Bedward. Wrestlers stay neutral to start the second.
You see whose choice that was?
Did not. If you had to guess, you'd probably assume that would be IGH's decision to go neutral. Wrestlers near the top of the mat. .30 seconds in, Bedward leads 3-2.
Bedward with an overhook, underhook. Now trying to snap down Springer. Springer looking to maybe hit a short drag. Back up to their feet.
Under a minute. Springer had a leg, lost it. .32 lead for IGH. As we mentioned, Mineral Point needs to win one of the final two, and it's going to be JV wrestler Cole Pouts warming up, so this likely Mineral Point's best shot. And wrestlers step off, 29 seconds.
All right, Bedward still with that 3-2 lead. 29 seconds remaining, second period.
Down to 21. Wrestlers back off. Down to the final 5 seconds. And neither going to try too much here. Buzzer sounds. 2 more minutes. Bedward a 3-2 lead over Springer.
Springer will take the down position to start this third period. And again, I said 3-2.
I would call this one a must-win here for Mineral Point. Obviously a must-win for Iowa Grand Highland.
Yeah. This place will be just electric.
Either way.
Either way. You can feel the tension already.
Been a great one so far tonight between the two conference rivals, closer than the last time around.
Bedward has the left leg hooked in on the leg of Springer. Springer trying to now work his hips over Bedward. Bedward getting a little bit high. And Springer's going to come out the back.
And there's the 2 reversals. Springer leads 4-3. 1:10 to go.
Springer off to the side, trying to pull in a half Nelson. He's got the half Nelson. He will get back points, if not the pin. Sammy Springer will pick up back points.
4 near fall for Springer, 8-3. And the escape, 8-4. Springer leads by 4, 30 seconds left. Springer taking his time. Down to 25. As we mentioned, a Mineral Point win would punch their ticket to state. Down to 20. Down to 15. Bedward, he's got to do something. 10 seconds. Stalling warning on Springer. And with 2 seconds, if the result holds, Springer's getting excited on the mat with 2 seconds to go. He backs off, and Mineral Point with an 8-4 win, and that means that the Pointers will advance to the state tournament.
All right, to the final match at 144 pounds. I got a feeling this is going to be a forfeit.
And it is. Coach Curtis Fiedler will not bring out another wrestler. And by the slimmest of margins, 33 to 32, Mineral Point for the first time in 4 years. They're going to the barn to wrestle at the state tournament in Madison. We'll take a break and start to unpack this one. This has been the WIAA D3 Team Sectional Wrestling Tournament on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Back on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Take a quick check at the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. After 10 matches, Fenimore leads Belmont-Platteville 32-16 in Illinois high school girls hoops. East Dubuque takes down Stockton 49-35. Galena will be in East Dubuque on Friday. In high school girls hoops, Mineral Point leads Darlington 53-40 with 4:53 to go in that one. And in college hoops, 15 minutes to go in the second half at the Kohl Center, a 58-50 lead for the number 11 Wisconsin Badgers over the Illinois Fighting Illini. We'll take another break. Back after this on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. back on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Mineral Point takes down Iowa Grant Highland 33-32 to win their sectional championship here in their home gym. Stay with us, folks. In a little bit, we'll walk through this one. We'll award our Tough Man of the Match MVP, our Match of the Meet, and select our Tri-Core Turning Point. All of that and more after this on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Back on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Mineral Point 32, Iowa Grant Highland. Mineral Point 33, Iowa Grant Highland 32. A win for Mineral Point to go to Team State in Madison. Matthew Gunnin in here. Raz, been a pleasure, been a fun night of wrestling.
Yes, for certain.
Let's break this one down first. In the semifinals, we talked about what we thought those matches would look like, and to sum it up, best teams kind of showed why they were the best teams. Mineral Point, a dominant win over Royall Wonewoc-Center, and in the same respect, considering who they were wrestling, Iowa Grant Highland as well, a dominant win over La Crosse Aquinas.
Yes, they looked. Both teams looked very, very, very good in the semifinals and in the championship matches.
And that continued into the championship matches. We'll break this one down. We started off at 150, where Rowan Carey picked up the win for Mineral Point 12-3. Iowa Grant Highland's Imhoff Tech Fall the win over Dannenberg of Point at 157. At 165, a really close match. McGuire from IGH with a 7-6 win over Sawyer Dannenberg for Mineral Point. Bussey picked up a pin for Iowa Grant Highland at 175. Cade Rula Tech Fall for the Pointers at 190. At 215, Hinderman Tech Fall for Iowa Grant Highland. And Bodie Brockup with an 11-0 win over Matt Arrett. Then going back to 106, Memphis Burkhalter, a 17-1 Tech Fall over Griffin Wineski. Johnny Robinson with a big fall in a time of 112 over Iowa Grant Highland's Mum. Then it was Ewert with a fall in 314 over Vaca from IGH. Liam Carey picked up an 11-2 win over Christensen from IGH. Then Altman over Kite 1-0 in another tight match. And the decisive match that gave Mineral Point the win, Sammy Springer over Aiden Bedward 8-4. Mineral Point forfeited that last match, and the math adds up, 33-32, a win for Mineral Point. Now, Raz, I got to ask you, taking a look through that championship match, what do you think the turning point was for Mineral Point to get the win if you had to narrow it down to 1 point?
All right, I'm going to go with the pin for Johnny Robinson at 113 pounds, kind of the turning point in my mind of that match. And so that's my nomination there.
Definitely a good call, because when you think about it, in a sense, with Burkhalter, you expect him to get a pin or get a tech fall, but unable to get that pin, so he left 1 point on the table. And now Johnny Robinson, one of those JV wrestlers that you're bringing up, Mineral Point would have wrestled if Pouts would have wrestled 2 JV wrestlers with the injury to Scully and bumping everybody else up as well. Carey bumping him up to 150 and then up from there. So Johnny Robinson coming up and getting a pin, that one definitely very big for Mineral Point, and that's your Tricor Turning Point, brought to you by Tricor Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance, and we'll just get this one out of the way here. One more of these, and then we'll take another break here. If we are giving away our Tough Man of the Match MVP sponsor, which is presented by Wolf Construction of Lancaster, Todd Wolf and his crew pride themselves in providing full service to their customers at the highest of quality. Wolf Construction of Lancaster. Who's your nominee for our Tough Man of the Match MVP?
I am going to go with a young man that got beat. And I'm going to go with Matt Orritt, wrestling against Bodie Brockup. A lot of people, me included, would have probably, if I'd have had to put money on it, I would have said Brockup would have at least come up with a tech fall, if not a pin. And though it was just a major decision, and I'm going to go with Matt Orritt as my Tough Man of the match.
Matt Orritt. 11-0 was the final in that one in favor of Brockup, but I mean, the way it ended up finishing, it was a 1 point finish, and there was a forfeit at the end, but nonetheless, every single bonus point, earned or not earned, mattered in this one, and not letting Iowa Grant earn those mattered for Mineral Point, and that was Matt Orritt able to play a little more defensively and limit the scoring there. We'll take another break in this one. The Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show continues after this on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Back on the X, Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. 33-32, Mineral Point back to state for the first time since 2021. It's going to be their 12th trip to the Team State Tournament in program history since that Team State Tournament was implemented in the early 1990s. Now let's take a look. One more award to give away. And for this championship match, it is our match of the meet. Wolf's Grantland Graphics, a block off the square in Lancaster. Wolf's offers full-service copywriting and printing, available in a wide format for banners, posters, canvas prints, and much more. Wolf's Grantland Graphics of Lancaster. And Raz, looking down the line, I want you to give me some of the matches that you're considering for your match of the championship, and then ultimately what you think the match of the championship was.
Well, there was a lot of good ones all the way through there, but my ultimate pick is going to be the 138-pound match between Springer and Bedford. Springer trailing 3-2 after one, 3-2 after the second, and then coming up with a reversal and a 4 near fall, and ended up with a 8-4 decision to send Mineral Point onto the state tournament. So it's the Sammy Springer Bedford match at 138.
Definitely a good call. Springer was trailing there at the end, but he was able to get the reversal to go up 4-3 and then get the 4 near fall to seal the 8-4 win. I mean, looking, there were some other good ones across the board. The Robinson and Mum match, a very good one. Altman and Kite, a fantastic match. Even though the score not necessarily reflecting it, I think that Liam Carey and Christensen, a good match. A tight one between McGuire and Sawyer Dannenberg. 7-6 was the final for McGuire. And Brock up against Arrett. All very good matches. We'll take one more break and wrap things up here from the Scott Schmitz Community Gym in Mineral Point. This is High School Wrestling on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Back on the X, Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We'll see if we can take one more check on the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the large independent shoe store in the Midwest. Let's see if we can get an update on Fenimore and Belmont Platteville. We can tell you that River Ridge Scales Mountain defeats Pearl City 53-16 in Illinois IHSA Girls Hoops. Take a look at this team sectional here. D2, it was Belmont Platteville and Fenimore in the championship. 35-21, the lead for Fenimore over Belmont Platteville. Going into the final two, it is a 14-point lead, so that one is sealed up. Two different divisions, but we've got two SWAL teams going to the state tournament.
Nice.
Fenimore's three-peated in D3, and now Mineral Point, who is the undefeated dual meet SWAL champion and the Clash champion this year, adding regional and now sectional champions to that ledger. Let's take a look at what's coming up over the next couple days on our Queen Bee Radio family of stations. On Thursday, the Greg Gard radio shows at 6:05 on ESPN Radio AM 1590. WPVL in Girls Hoops, Darlington is at Cuba City, and Belmont is at River Ridge. The game in Cuba City on Dubuque Super Hits 106, and the game in Patch Grove on 97.7 Country WGLR, both games on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Friday night, the girls' individual sectionals are at Prairie du Chien on 97.7 Country WGLR. In IHSA girls hoops, we'll have action in East Dubuque right here on the X Extreme 107.1, and Southwestern at Cuba City in an interesting SWAL boys hoops game on Dubuque Super Hits 106. On Saturday, D3 individual sectionals are in Westby and on WGLR and YouTube. D2 sectionals individual are on Extreme 107.1 and YouTube from Wisconsin Dells. The Badgers will take on the Oregon Ducks at 10 a.m. on AM 1590 WPVL. Taking a look early next week, Monday, Greg Gard radio show just past 6 on the AM. Dodgeville's at Cuba City in a late non-conference boys game. I will be in Cuba City for that one on Super Hits, or that one's on Dubuque Super Hits 106 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, and the boys playoffs starting in Illinois. And next Tuesday, our playoffs in girls basketball start in Mineral Point. The regional quarterfinals. North Crawford is at River Ridge. Boscobel is at Belmont. It's Iowa Grant at Lancaster. All three of those on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. North Crawford, River Ridge on WGLR. Boscobel at Belmont on Super Hits. And Iowa Grant at Lancaster on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL. Also in girls hoops that night, we'll have the sectional championship with Galena in Illinois if they advance in that one. It's been a fun night here in Mineral Point. We would like to thank everyone who made this night possible. Matt Austin, Chris Carr, and the staff here at Mineral Point in the Scott Schmitz Community Gym. As always, a special place to call a match. And Mineral Point going to add one more year to that sectional history on the banners up in the rafters in the Scott Schmitz Community Gym. It's fun to call this one with Raz tonight. We had a blast, 3 fun matches. And now as we head into the state tournament, the number 3 ranked and number 4 ranked teams out of the mix. Mineral Point moves on to Team State Wrestling. We will, of course, have those matches on our Queen Bee Radio family of stations. And that'll do it here tonight at the Scott Schmitz Community Gym. I'm Matthew Gannon, signing off. Have a great rest of your night, folks.